Hello, hello, hello. I'm starting with a dance. Yes, so if you're not from the Igbo tribe, we say, do you know who you are? Now we there here. Now we there here. It's a couple of now we there here. Now we there here. Aye. You have no choice. Okay, welcome. Somebody will be wondering, why did she start with dancing? And it's a Igbo song. I mean, Imakwenye, do you know who you are? Oh my goodness. Why am I so excited? Why did I start with dancing? I am dancing because I'm celebrating myself as a parent. So if you are a parent, wherever you are, please grab your cup of what? Cup of anything you like, bottle of anything you like, enjoy yourself. Because today, 1st of June, is the International Day of Parents. Were you aware of it before today? I don't know. If you were not, if you've been following me on Facebook, you will know that I actually did justice to today's celebration. I posted some posts on mental health, how parents can manage their mental health, how they can manage their stress. If you want to, if you are not on my Facebook page, you are not one of my followers, just look for parenting issues, Ma Okoye, and you see me there. I started with dancing, so if you are just joining, you missed the first part because we need to celebrate ourselves as parents. It's not easy. Honestly, it is not easy, especially when they're at that toddler stage. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you feel like running mad, especially for mothers. Mothers will relate very, very well. Hello there, welcome to today's edition of our Sunday Parents Gathering. This is something we do every Sunday by 8 p.m. If you have never joined us before, you've never been on this channel, please look for that subscription button. Just click it because you'll be missing a lot, okay? Then apart from that, just give this video a thumbs up. Yes, so Francisca, happy oh, good evening, Francisca. Francisca, you are supposed to be here with me. I don't know what happened. Don't worry, we'll plan it better. This June is for parents. Prepare yourself. You are coming to be with me on this show. Prepare yourself. Francisca is a home hero. The home heroes are the parents in the Parents Academy. This month will be the last month with cohort 1.0. Cohort 2.0 starts in July. So be part of that. It's just 30,000 naira. And you'll be with us for 6 good months. You have unrestricted, unlimited access to a professional guidance counselor. Apart from that, all issues, all your parenting issues, your finance issues, your business issues, you can comfortably come to me and we'll look at it one-on-one, all for 30,000 naira for 6 good months from July to December. Do you know what that means? If I were you, I'll grab that opportunity. Then you will also be structured on how to maintain your mental health while you parent. You will also be structured on how to journal. You track your progress. In that 6 months, there's going to be a whole lot difference in your life. Francisca, since you were unable to be here with us today, please can you type just one thing that improved in your life, in your parenting, in your family since you joined the Parents Academy? Just type it and drop in the comment section. My other home heroes, please, I want us to have that conversation today. Today is for parents, so it's going to be about us, okay? All right, welcome to today's edition of this program. It's an International Day of Parents. Raising parents, that's our topic for today. Raising parents. You cannot talk about parenting children when you, as a parent, you need to be raised. You need to be raised. Yeah. Okay, let's go straight into what we have. Without much further ado, let's go straight into the business. I'm super excited. If you allow me, I'll keep you here for 3 hours. Let me go straight into the business of the day. Raising parents, celebrating the International Day of Parents. Theme, raising parents. presented by Mokoye, the founder, the Parents Academy. Mokoye is an early childhood educator and a trained guidance counselor. She's also a member, professional member, Counseling Association of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter. Reef Carson. Yeah. Okay, let's go straight into the business of the day. We are 5 minutes gone already and I'm still talking and talking. Okay, I don't like uh, spending most of the time of my people here. Like I said, if you are yet to hit the subscription button, you have not subscribed to the channel, please do that right now. Click the like button and share this video with every parent you know. Share the video with the caption, Happy International Parents Day. Let's celebrate ourselves. It's not easy to be a parent. Now, the first on our slide, recognizing the invaluable role of parents worldwide. Let's talk about it. Human beings are in existence today because a male and a female came together and agreed to. Sometimes they don't even agree. That's true. Sometimes they don't even know when it entered. But then a male and female came together and reproduced a human being. So we are going to look at the positive and the negative side of it. In as much as we have people who are not behaving well, we also have lots of people doing amazingly well. I'm a messenger of hope. I like to be on the positive side always. I don't like to always dwell on the negative side or the discouraging side of everything. So now, parents' role cannot be overemphasized. That the society is good today, kudos to the parents. That the society is bad today, it's also leave me credit or debit to the parents. So everything the society is today has to do with the parents. How did they parent their children? Whether you're a single parent, a widow, a widower, a divorcee, we don't care. What we care about is that individual you are giving to us in the society. How are you preparing that individual to be useful, resourceful, responsible, both to him or herself, to you, the parents, and to all of us? If we have lots of kidnappers today, no thanks to the parents. If we say the environment is bad, social media is bad, this one is this one is that, where is it coming from? The parents. If we had people who are very good today, where is it coming from? The parents. So the role of parents are very, very important, that we all should pay attention to it. Then, understanding the significance of International Day of Parents. If you've not checked the post I made about it on Facebook, you can go there and do that. So today, the United Nations mapped it out for the world to celebrate the significance and importance of parents in the world. So, like I said, if you are a parent wherever you are, go and celebrate. Myself, I just treated myself with a chilled glass of yogurt. No, I love eating healthily. So as a parent, if you want to age gracefully and enjoy the fruits of your labor, healthy living should be part of your daily routine. Mind what enters your mouth. Some people look at me, Ma, you are aging backwards. Your mates are aging front or you are aging backwards. But then, healthy living, mindfulness of what enters your mouth is very, very important. Secondly, exercises. Thirdly, lots of water. You need to learn to take lots of water to avoid dehydration and also make your organs perform very, very well, be in very good state. You need to also be careful of your mental health. It is very important. Be careful of your mental health. A lot of parents are going through a whole lot of mental problem. So for the sake of this program, I'm going to do a freebie just for 5 parents. The first 5 parents that will drop a comment in today's conversation, I will send to them free psychological testing on mental health awareness, something that has to do with mental health, for them to be able to check their anxiety level, depression level, and if they're having issues with mental health. I'm going to choose 5 parents, so start dropping your comments now. Okay, so that's free, absolutely free. That is 3,000 naira, but I'm going to give it free for 5 parents. I am so excited today. We need to help and support each other as parents. Now, setting the stage for our discussion on the evolving journey of parenting. You as a parent, what has been the most challenging part of your parenting journey? Even if you are watching after the live webinar, please drop it in the comment section. Drop your most challenging aspect of your parenting journey. Drop how you were able to overcome the challenges. This is a community of parents, so that we all will learn from you, pick the lessons and move on. Somebody may be going through the same challenge you are going, but do not know how to overcome. Your message, your comment will help somebody. So drop it in the comment section, even if it's after the webinar. I will go through it and I would love to read from you. Okay? Now, the parenting paradox. Parenting transforms individuals emotionally and mentally. But I mean, the parents, it transformed the parents. There are some of the things you used to do when you were not a parent, but now you can no longer do them again because you are somebody's mommy or somebody's daddy. Though some people no send anybody, they do whatever they like, but then as a parent, you need to give up certain things. Then parenting can also be emotionally and mentally draining. Let's talk about the sicknesses, the night fever. Let's even start with the pregnancy. I'm not even starting there. Let's start with the pregnancy. It's a very tedious journey of 9 months. Then mothers will relate what we see in the labor room. Oh my goodness, your eyes go see both the dead and the living the same moment. Then you survive it, come out, then the being awake the night, breastfeeding, restricting yourself, in fact, somehow pausing your life just to raise a human being, especially mothers, pausing your life to raise a human being, the nurturing aspect of it, from that tender age up to the time the child starts walking. Then when the child starts walking, daddies and mommies, let's count how many things our children spoiled, valuable things they spoiled. If you remember yours, drop it in the comment section. Valuable things they will spoil while they're trying to walk, learn to crawl, and all that. The challenges of parenting, that can be emotionally draining. Sometimes you're like, when would this ever end? The noise that will come even when you want to rest is not easy. Then by the time they get to primary school, you're thinking of which school, the bills, I've not entered there. The bills, the financial responsibilities, feeding them, making sure they look good, they look healthy, clothing them. It's not easy. It's a whole lot of challenging. Then they enter the secondary school. You now start thinking about immoralities, opposite gender relationship, and all of that. The uh, how they will write and pass their JAMB and WAEC for us in Nigeria here. For those of us outside the country, they have their own exams like the SAT, the GCSE, and all of that. Then you also start thinking about getting admission into the university. Then you talk about them getting married. Who are they getting married to? What type of spouse? It is it is uncountable. So parenting is a whole lot that could be emotionally and mentally draining. That's why I posted something about mental health management. That's why also as couples, for those of you who are living as couples, you also need to help each other because parenting alone is emotionally draining. It's mentally draining. But then the good news, yes, the good news, if you start early, do the things you are supposed to do on time, you will rest on time. But when you want to do everything for your children, you are not training them where they'll be independent on time. You want to be that you want to do helicopter parenting, you want to micromanage everything. You will end up stressing yourself more because you see that money, you must go and pursue money. You must pursue money to feed them. So, but when you micromanage them and do everything for them, plus the pursuance of money, you want to kill yourself. So that's why parenting needs a whole lots of mental health stability. Your ability to manage your mental health helps you in parenting. There are different parenting styles. We have the authoritarian parenting, authoritative parenting, neglectful parenting, and permissive parenting. If you let me just remove the slides while I quickly run through that. I'll quickly run through the 4 types of parenting. One, authoritarian I think I've done that in one of the webinars here. Authoritarian parenting is a mixture where the child high demandingness and high responsiveness. You are there for your children, you are firm, you discipline, you do the right thing, and you are flexible, you allow independence. That's authoritarian. Then authoritative is this one that you must obey because I'm the father or the mother. Once you don't have any option, you don't express yourself, very strict. They use more of corporal punishment, without even telling the child what the child did wrong. They even punish before telling the child what the child should do. They don't explain, they don't allow the child to express himself or herself. That's authoritative. Then we have the permissive. That is where the child is allowed to do everything. You don't want to offend the child, you don't want the child to feel bad. Anything the child wants to do, let the child go ahead and do it, because you don't want the child to feel bad. That's permissive. Then we have the neglectful parenting. This is where the parents no send the child, just live your life, train yourself, and all that. I'm just quickly summarizing the 4 types of parenting. So in these 4 types, your emotional stability determines the parenting style you use. For example, when you are so stressed up, you are mentally deranged, you are mentally drained, your mental health is very, very poor, there are higher chances that you will choose permissive parenting or neglectful parenting or authoritative parenting. Without a stable mental health, you cannot do authoritarian, which is the best approach. Research has proven that. So now, your mental health is very, very important in child development. When you are always aggressive, very angry, frustrated, going through depression, anxiety, and all that, you will only bite and chew your children in the name of parenting. So the children are scared, they cannot come close to you. Even when they're going through all manner of abuses, they cannot speak out because you are angry. And they don't even understand why you are angry. You see yourself beating the hell out of the children. You can't even guide, you can't even direct, you can't even encourage. You are only there to dish out orders and give corporal punishment. That is not parenting. That is not parenting. We are living in an era, I've said it before and I'm repeating it. We are living in an era where shame and fear has disappeared. So if you are training in a way, I will put you to shame, shame has disappeared. People applaud a lot of negative things. So it's quite challenging for parents of today. Our parents used fear and shame to shape us, but today shame has disappeared, fear has disappeared. So we need to learn as parents, we need to keep learning so that we can do better. What parenting style are you choosing? How stable is your mental health? Very important. Then don't take things serious. A lot of us parents, we take a lot of things serious. This life is easy, oh. This life is very, very easy. Now we dey make am hard. This life is very easy. So make sure you don't keep eating yourself up in on something that is not so relevant. Choose your battles. I always tell people I choose my battles. You see that one that will give me headache, I keep it by the side. Anything that gives me headache, I'll just remove it and keep by the side. So choose your battles. Know what you worry yourself about. Take care of yourself. Protect your mental health, as in protect it like you are protecting egg. It will help you to be stable enough to parent your children properly. It will help you to be stable enough to guide your children, to direct them. Remember, as a parent, you are like my fellow guidance counselor to your children. That's what you are, that's who you are. So make sure you don't take your mind away from that. Now, continuous learning curve in the parenting journey. If you want to be successful in today's parenting journey, you must consciously learn every day. As a parent, find a parent support group. Like for those of you who are here, That's why I say subscribe, because when you subscribe, you will always get notifications whenever I post videos or anything there. You can also join my social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, any of that. I even have free WhatsApp support group for parents. If you are interested in joining that WhatsApp group, you let me know. So you send your WhatsApp number and I'll add you to the group. So you need to learn regularly, because when you keep learning, you keep knowing what is happening and you keep understanding what is happening, especially learning from experts. Don't just learn from anybody who comes up and say, I'm teaching parenting. Learn from experts. It will help you. There are so many free uh, channels for you to learn. Like what we are doing here today is free. You are not paying for it. So dedicate to regular learning and daily learning. Make sure you dedicate your time and resources to regular learning. Challenges in modern parenting. The first challenge is technology. Already you know that. Balancing technology and screen time. This is a very big challenge for parents. There's a webinar we did on screen time management. So go through this channel, you will see that video. Watch it to the end. You will learn a lot, because this is pack of topics under one. So I'm not going to explain all of them because I have videos on some of them already. So balancing technology and screen time is one of the challenges of parents. So, but if after going through that video, you still have your unique challenge that's really eating you up, you can book a session with us. Book a session with us with just 15,000 naira, and you will have that resolved. Remember, whatever you spend to maintain your mental health is not too much. We are going through lots of stress. The economy is not smiling. So adding challenges of parenting to your problem is like you want to commit suicide. So don't commit suicide, okay? Okay, now I said balancing technology and screen time is one of the problems of today's parents. Managing work-life integration. We are living in an era where both mommy and daddy works to pay the bills. Before now, mothers were supposed to be nurturers. They were supposed to be in the house. Then many mommies were teachers, like my mom was a teacher. So teachers, when they're going to school, they go to with their children, and it was government school. So the stress of private school wasn't there. It was more of government school. I'm a product of government school. Nursery, I didn't even go to nursery. Let me spill that. I started with primary, secondary, university. Government school, I didn't attend private school. It was my younger ones who were privileged to attend private school. So then it was government school, the fees were not much, the economy was better off, teachers were still managing, doing better, training their children and all of that. So, but time, it has changed now. Mommy and daddy needs to work. Not even working, we are not talking about having multiple streams of income. Like I tell my home heroes, it's a taboo for a home hero to have only one source of income, because one source of income is not even enough. So mommy is having multiple streams of income. Daddy should also have multiple streams of income. So at that point, balancing work and parenting becomes a very big challenge. How do you do that? How do you cope? I have a video on that. So go through, you see the video and you watch it. I think there's part of it in this slide I will still talk about. I will elaborate it when I get to that point. Now, addressing societal pressures and expectations. The pressure now is too much. The expectations are too high. For example, your child writes WAEC, writes JAMB. In fact, once your child is writing WAEC, people are already asking, I hope he or she wrote JAMB. Then by the time your child's results are out, people are which university has she got? Has she gotten admission? Has he gotten admission? So even when you don't have money for the university, the pressure is there. Today, this person is celebrating the child's matriculation. Another day, this person is celebrating the child's convocation. It's pressure. Then, if you get married, you've not even gotten a child. That one is a story of its own. The societal pressure and expectation will be so high. They'll start throwing it to you. This is worse for us in this part of the world. They'll start throwing it at your face. Some even will use it to cajole you, make fun of you, and get you so angry, get under your skin because of their expectation upon what is happening to your children. Even when your child gets to 1 year and your child has not, even 6, 8 months, your child has not worked, pressure will come. You are still carrying her. Has she not started working? I have that experience. My second daughter did not work. At 1 year, this girl has not made move to work. Ha! You are still carrying her. She's 1 year. When will she work? This one, that one is even a person. Some people started saying, go to this ministry, go to this prophet, go to this prophetess. Something is holding. This one, that one. Pressure was too much on a child that has not. In fact, she worked at, I think, a year and 4 months. You can imagine that. It was not an easy thing. Just trying to share one of the my challenges of parenting. As a mother, you will understand what it means that your child at a year and 2 months, 3 months, she has not worked. And if you look at her, I even had to take her to hospital to check if everything was all right with her. And the doctor was like, you're worrying yourself. There's nothing wrong with this. But am I even talking about my son when suddenly he started having very big bump on his buttocks? He was in just one, then he didn't say he fell, and later he now said he fell and all that. It happened that very big pus was inside. The thing was so big that he had a minor surgery. Within that time, the father traveled. I was alone. I died and resurrected. So instantly I had to sign because the father traveled. I had to sign. We were off and on hospital, and the thing even affected his health that time. The surgery was done, and lots of pus and blood. If you see the depth of what they did to my son's buttocks, the depth can swallow one pen. The depth of the hole can swallow one pen. These are the challenges of parents. Within that time, you're talking about your emotional stability, your mental health, the finances involved, and oh my goodness, the worry. You hear your son crying, screaming, that pain, it's out of this world. These are things we face as parents, and we still come out strong. So some of our challenges, our children are not doing well in school. Every time 0-0, you are worried. A lot of challenges. Societal pressure is also there. Expectations are there. This one, is it 5 years, but he's too small. 5 years, my son that is 5 years is 4 feet tall, is 5 feet tall. These are societal pressures. Now, how do you overcome? Use cotton bud and stuff your ears. That's why you need to keep learning. Ignorance can make the society push you left to right, center, front, center. So you need to be empowered with the right knowledge. When you're empowered with the right knowledge, when that society pressure comes, and also self-awareness is very important. Know yourself. That is why I won't stop talking about mental health stability. When your mental health is stable, the pressure will be less. You are proud of yourself. And I also encourage my home heroes to keep learning and keep growing. When you know your worth, you know your values, you know the stuff you are made of, you are well empowered with the right information and the right knowledge. Society cannot push you or pressure you to do what you are not supposed to do. Even if your co-wife's child is already making money, got to work and started working while your child has not gotten, don't mind that. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep praying. Prayer is very important. Honestly, you cannot succeed without praying as a parent. You see that grace, you need it. Praying doesn't mean that you should allow God, the things you are supposed to do, you fold your arms and allow God to do, you're expecting God to do that. Like the story I told about I gave two instances now, the one that didn't work on time. I took her to the hospital, then prayed. Then the one of the surgery, we went to hospital, went to orthopedic, went to physiotherapy. It was all hospital, no prayer house, no spiritual house. Hospital, I'm a Catholic. Highest, I'll just go to chapel, face the Blessed Sacrament, talk to God about him, and go. Then go back to the hospital. So you need to do what you're supposed to do as a parent, get the right information, empower yourself. As a parent listening to me, I want to challenge you. Don't remain where you are today. There are free courses online. Keep learning. Make it a duty to learn every day. Finance is one of our major problems. How can you make extra money, either online or offline? If you need one-on-one coaching on that, you can book a session with me and I will take you through that. Finance is very important. There are lots of free courses. Do free courses. As a parent, in this month of June, go and do one course. You can do it online. You can even go back to school. You can do your master's. You can do your doctorate. Make sure you are growing. Don't pause your life because you are a parent. Don't pause your life because you are giving birth to children, you are training children, and you pause your life. Do not pause your life because you are raising children. Keep growing, keep learning. It will help you. Reason why is very important. When you keep learning, when you keep growing, one, you feel proud of yourself. Two, you feel good. You feel your success. You celebrate yourself. It helps you. Two, it helps you to model the same for your children. They will learn to work hard, they will learn to keep growing and not depending on fast way of making money to develop. So societal pressure can be so much on parents, but when you know who you are, you know your what, you don't send anybody. You know where you are going, you have your goal. As a parent, you need to have your goal for yourself and for your children. Set your target for yourself and for your children. Go into saving, go into investment like mutual funds and all that. If you need a saving app, I talked about Optimus by AfriInvest. That's what I use. I can send the link, my own link that you will use. If you are afraid of scammers, I'll send my own link. You use it to register for Optimus. I can even guide you on how to invest and save. As a parent, make sure you save at least 10% of your income every month. If you are a business person, your profit, bring out 10% and save. That's why I like Optimus. When you are saving in Optimus, you are getting interest on your money. Unlike our usual commercial banks where you are saving and your money is being deducted every day. In Optimus, when you are saving every month, you get interest. Every month you get interest. So make sure you save, you invest in yourself, be committed to daily and regular learning. All this will help you have a stable mental health. You can imagine when, if you need to take yourself out, have your fun and enjoy yourself, you have the money to do that. Will you have any reason to be aggressive to your children? Hell no, you cannot. So sometimes have a me time, because you cannot pour from an empty jar. You need to be filled before you be able to pour all those emotions for your children. Remember, today is International Day of Parents, raising parents. I started with dancing. If you are just joining in, you missed you missed that part. You can start all over after the show. So now, the next is overcoming feelings of isolation in the digital age. This digital age has made everybody, you're just me alone, I'm just on my own. But with supporting groups, parent support groups, you will not feel isolated. Even though it's a digital world, you are like, you have someone you can talk to. My home heroes in the Parents Academy, being a home hero gives them unrestricted access to me. Family problem is not something you can just talk to anybody anyhow. You need to talk to someone who will keep it secret for you, because confidentiality is one of the ethics of our profession as guidance counselors. So you need that person who will guarantee you of confidentiality in your situation. Family matter, you don't bring it anyhow. You also need that person like a safe space where you are free to say it all without being judged, without being condemned, because we are all human beings, we are filled with mistakes. So you say it all how it is. If there is your child that is stealing, or your child got pregnant, you have that person you can freely express it to, and the person will not blow it and tell everybody about it. See this Amanda's mom, Amanda don't carry belle, everybody will hear it. No. And after the gossip, the person has no solution for you. So you need that safe space where you talk to the person and the person gives you solution to your problems, helps you to ease off. Like my home heroes, a lot of them come privately to me with one challenge or the other, and we trash it. It ends between the person and I. So it is very important as a parent to do that. It will help you in your mental health. There's an adage that says a problem shared is a problem half solved. The reason is that even listening is a therapy. When you have someone who will listen to you as you pour it out, that's a therapy for you. So make sure you have such support as a parent. Then enhancing emotional intelligence and communication. One of the things you need to learn as a parent is effective communication. You can go and do a course on emotional intelligence. There is one we did. I think I've explained emotional intelligence enough in my videos. So go through the videos, you will see one of them. Listen to the end. Now, emotional intelligence is one of the things you as a parent need to develop. There are courses on it. I mean, free courses. You just learn it. Even if you don't get the certificate, just learn it. If you need the certificate, it's now left for you. Building supportive communities and networks like the one we have here, in my Facebook page, uh, WhatsApp group. Make sure you are not in a community where competition is too much. Don't put yourself where they're competing for hair. This is for my fellow women. We can be pressured with little things where they're competing with the latest turkey wear, latest hair, and all of that. If you are in that kind of community, maybe as a club or whatever, and it is draining you mentally, please exit. Nobody is forcing you to be there. You have your right to choose where to belong and where not to belong. So wherever you belong and it's draining you mentally, please feel free to exit. Even if it's my own social media handle or this community, you feel pressured, don't exit. Come, let's talk about it. I will teach you how to be in this community without being pressured. But if you want to exit, you are free to exit, okay? Don't mind me. So now, adapting to the unique needs of each child. Like I have 4 children. Each of them have their unique needs. So the ability to adapt to the need of each of your children is challenging. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. The 2 girls, their needs are unique. Their needs are 2. The 2 boys, their needs are 2. So trying to merge this with this, it's not easy. Though gender, male, female, can have maybe generalized need and other, but you need to find out the unique need of each child. Each child is unique, and each child is here in this world to fulfill a purpose. So as a parent, when your mental health is stable, you'll be able to identify the unique potentials of each of your children, help them to activate those potentials, help them in career choice, help them to grow, be able to lead and guide them based on their unique needs. So that's why your mental health stability is very, very important. It cannot be overemphasized. It's very, very important. Now, let's grow together. I encourage you to engage in continued learning and support seeking. In this 2025, with the digital era, societal pressure, and all of that, I bet you, I can tell you for free that you need to seek support in your parenting journey. I bet you cannot do it alone. Even I, as an expert, I do seek support. Yes, I do seek support. So that you are an expert, you are a counselor, you are this, does not stop you from seeking support. Even when you say, I'm a mommy GO, daddy GO, you still need support. So make sure Francisca wrote something. She said, my greatest challenge as a parent, yelling and shouting, but sometimes I overcome that by making them sit one place for 20 to 25 minutes or withdraw their toys from them. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Francisca, for sharing this. That is wonderful. You see, you don't need to go bring cane, start flogging, let me tell you, as a parent, when you are yelling, you are even causing more harm to yourself. Now, mental health is something we don't pay attention to. Are you aware that when you have challenges with your mental health, it has the capacity of worsening your physical health, your spiritual health, your decision making ability, your problem solving ability? Your vision will be blurred because you have a mental health challenge. Are you aware that mental health problem can land you in a hospital for admission? Are you aware of that? So when we talk about mental health, we know what we are saying. Mental health problem can increase your blood pressure. It can lead to stroke. It can lead to kidney failure. I mean, if unmanaged or unchecked, it can lead to kidney failure. It can even lead to, there's a research I saw recently, it can lead to ulcer. So it can even lead you to sleep disorder, eating disorder. When you have eating disorder, sleep disorder, other ailments will come up, including cancer. They started with poor mental health. So when we talk about mental health, we know what we're saying. So as a parent, I'm an advocate for controlling your mental health, managing your mental health. In fact, I've written 2 works on that. I'm even currently carrying out a research on how parenting correlates with mental health of couples. So mental health is very, that has opened my eyes to a whole lot of things, in-depth knowledge about how parenting styles can affect our mental health is something we all need to pay attention to. So thank you so much, Francisca, for sharing that. So you can see she stopped yelling. Sometimes she said it's not easy to control it. She admitted that. So thank you for being very, very honest, Francisca. I can't say, oh, it's very easy to do because of where we are coming from, because of how we were raised. So we have been programmed to keep yelling. We have been programmed to keep being aggressive to our children. We can also unlearn, we can also unprogram ourselves. If we can do that, it will help us. We'll be calm enough to discover the problems of these children. Now, you as an adult, someone who keeps yelling at you every, maybe just put yourself, picture this. You are walking and your boss is always yelling, yelling, yelling. Will you be free to go to that boss, to tell that boss of your challenges? When you have problem, your challenges, will you be free to go to that boss? For me, I don't know about you, for me, the answer is no. The same with our children. When we are always yelling, we are building a barrier between us and them. We are also disturbing ourselves, increasing our mental health problems. So we can, like Francisca shared her own, she said sometimes she can tell them, sit for one place. Remember, her own children are younger, uh, but you can apply it to every stage. Just when you have succeeded in building this connection with your children, say sit down one place or remove their toys. When you remove their toys, you can see mentioning toys will tell you the age group of our children. You remove their toys, seize it for a particular time. For my children, we are in the level of seizing laptop and seizing phone. That's where we are. But you can just seize, withdraw privilege. That will make them to reflect on what they have done. And after that time, you also guide them, tell them why you seized it. In fact, they won't even be angry because you have already told them the rules and regulation. When they fall out of the rule, they know. So when you punish them, they'll even know. And that's like teaching them consequences. They will know that whatever you do, there is a consequence for that. So there are resources for further exploration. I have my books, Parenting Issues Volume 1 and 2. They are still in hard copy. I'm working hard to make them come out in soft copy. So you can get it for the hard copies if you need it. Anywhere in the world, we'll ship it down to you. Parenting Issues Volume 1 and 2. I'm still working on another book, Raising a Responsible Child. Then there is the one I wrote for the teenagers. I called it Between Love, Infatuation, and My Identity. The link on how to buy that book is in the description of this video. Apart from that, that book has hard copies too. So if you can choose the hard copy or the e-copy. But the e-book, I added extra chapter, and that chapter is identity formation, identity discovery and formation. Every teenager needs it. So go to seller.com. The link is on the description. Buy it for yourself. You read it. When you learn about love, infatuation, and identity, you'll be able to communicate same with your children, guide them properly, and teach them. So I invite you to send your feedback and also engage in the activities of this community. Please don't just listen and keep quiet. Drop your comments, share your experiences. Other parents will learn from you. Thank you for your dedication and your presence. Thank you for always showing up. Some people have never missed this. People like Francisca, in fact, I'll count how many times she did not show up. So make sure you show up every Sunday. For those of you who showed up today, I appreciate you. Those of you who always watch maybe after the webinar, they don't always have time to watch before the webinar or be part of the webinar. They always watch after. Some people watch every week after the webinar. This is me saying thank you so much. I appreciate that. But please, it's not just about learning. When you learn and you don't put it into practice, you ended up wasting your time and wasting your data. I encourage you, I plead with you, please put into practice what you learn. Share your experiences, share your thoughts. I'm also learning. I'm your fellow parent. I'm also here to learn. I don't know it all. I'm only in the journey with you. I'm in the journey with you. I face the challenges. Oh, Chief Eme is here. Thank you, Mrs. Uma. Thank you, Chief Eme. Chief Eme is another regular participant of this community. Thank you so much, Ifeme, for coming. I wish you shared your challenge with us. Share your challenge with us so that we also learn your greatest challenge as a parent. Okay, for my home heroes, this conversation will continue in the academy. You're going to share your challenges with us and we look at it and learn. It's part of our own way of celebrating the International Day of Parents. To every parent struggling out there, to every parent struggling to be intentional parent, to every parent committed to raising responsible, resourceful, useful, and morally balanced individuals, I say, I love you. Thank you so much for doing that for the society. That's one child you are raising very well for the society. It's a whole lot. Only one bad child is an earthquake for the society. One good child is a relief for the society. Please hit your chest and say, I must give the society good individual. Remember, we will not be young forever. One day we'll get old. Assuming all our children are bad, at old age, all of us will be kidnapped or our parts sold. Have you ever thought of that? How the society will be if we don't do what we do intentionally? So it's not even about you as a parent, what you'll enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's also your safety, your security. When the economy is good, as an old person, you will have a very good person, sensible leader that will be paying you pension, paying you even if you didn't work for the government, paying you because you are old. So these are things we are talking about, benefits of raising these children very well. It's enormous. Let's be committed to it. Let it be our way of giving back to the society. We give back to the society through giving back to the society well-trained individuals. It will be well with all of us. Once again, happy International Parents Day to every parent. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for always being on this channel. I'm here every Sunday because I know you will come. I know that even if you don't come live, you watch me after. So thank you. I do not take that for granted. I'm humbled. Thank you so much. From me to you is happy celebration. Go and continue your celebration. Mine continues just right now because my music is still with me. Imakonyebo, that's how I started. Imakonyebo, do you know who you are? Goodbye until next week Sunday. We're gonna do this again next week Sunday. Bye.